Hello, welcome to Max 9 tutorial number 34, Jitter, Video Player, and Effects. This is mostly for my class as we're thinking about homework number 7, Affected Video. And I was thinking, we're going to do some video and we're going to run it through an effect as we've been learning. And everyone wants to be able to modify their effects. But I thought, hey, I'm going to use my video player, so what the heck, maybe I should spiff it up a little bit for homework and include you in that, but also show you one or two really good tricks to doing it. So I'm going to take my video player, which I probably should just rename Video Player my name, right? So that's what I'm going to do, is save as. And all my stuff is in Max 9. I'm going to save it as Johnny Video Player. And save it. And then we're going to open it up a little bit because I think we want to add some functionality here. So I'm taking it out of presentation mode. Here you can see everything that's actually in it. But the one thing that I want to put in here is a little device called a this patcher object. So, but before I do that, I'm going to unlock my patcher, type in N for a new object, and type inlet. And so I get an inlet here. So when this thing is a B patcher, which it will be, it will have an inlet on the top, which we're going to need to get to the this patcher. And so type N again and type this patcher. So what does this patcher do? This patcher, it essentially allows you to send information into a patcher that pertains to the attributes of this patcher. So now that we have this, we could pipe in all sorts of things from outside that normally we could only get to by clicking on the background and going to the inspector, for example. So essentially this patcher is kind of a shortcut to all of this stuff if you want to get to it from the outside, and that's a lot of possibilities in the in the inspector right here. I want to. It's amazing. This thing that I know is not usually. I don't remember where I found it, but I'm going to show it to you, and you will like it because it's a good thing to know about. So I'm going to leave that to the side here. What we're going to do is using this, we're going to be able to zoom this whole thing in and out. But before we go ahead and do that, I'm going to put this thing back in presentation mode because there were some things that just looked a little dumpy. I'm just going to say like this, like you can barely see it. And so what I wanted to do was just make a panel to put behind it. And here we'll see if it goes in front or behind it. There we go. So we have to arrange this first. So send backward. Oh, that's not. How about send all the way to the back? Very good. So we can actually slide this panel in behind those things. We could probably choose a better color. Maybe something brownish, which tends to be in the orange field. Oops, we don't want a gradient, we want a color fill. There we go, there's something brownish. It's not reddish enough to match the television. You know how important that is. Well, without suffering too much, I think that'll do. And then we can make this a bit smaller and put it like that. And put it like that. Now, doesn't that look not really much nicer at all here? I'm going to move this over to here and move that. And let's get that knob over there a little bit. There, that's a knob that someone could be proud of using. I feel better about it already. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger if that's not really possible. It just wants to stay that size. That's kind of live stuff does that. And what else? This down here was another one. I'm just going to copy this and paste it down here, which it did not do. And then we'll probably go through sort of the same ordeal with this. Just kind of get that in there and arrange it. We send it to the back, and we have to make this small enough that it can fit in there. So we'll just make this one an abbreviation. Palin. Nice. There we go. See? It all works out. No loop, loop, Palin. We got it. All right, so now I think this thing is more or less ready to go. This is going to be our video player, and we'll save it and put it away knowing that it's ready. Goodbye. Okay, now we're going to open up a new patcher, and this is eventually going to be our homework patcher. And let's just get a B patcher up here so that type N and type B patcher, and there it is. So what we're going to do is put in this B patcher our video player. So I'm going to go ahead and choose it. I'm going to go in Max 9 here. Where's Johnny Video? So many things named Johnny. It's hard to find. There it is, Johnny Video Player. And we'll open it. And there it is. And it pops out at this enormous size. Well, I'm going to just make this a little bit bigger to deal with that size for the moment. But the reason I put this patcher in there is that it allows you to deal with all the stuff, as I was saying before, that would be in adjustable only from inside that patcher, but now we're outside of that patcher. So we're going to send this thing the secret message that I can't find anywhere, but I can remember it. Type the letter M, type zoom factor, and then type the $, that's string 1. And then above that, we'll just type the letter F, and you'll get a float box. Connecting them all together, you will find that now, click on this and just type a 1 in it. Let's start from there, because you'll see what if it were 0, it would have just gone crazy and shrunk. It would have done this. Oh no, it's gone. Oh good, it's back. So here it is at like 50%, and you can just read all the stuff that you need to. Maybe that's a little small for our project today, but 60%. This is just so much more, usable, and so we're in good shape now. We just have to figure out like a way to make all this stuff work when we start it. So what I do to make sure that this always opens the same is I type a little message box here, and I put the output of this number to the right-hand inlet here, and then I type a little button from here to here, and then I type N load bang above that. So what happens is every time this patcher opens, it hits a load bang. Now we haven't put a number in there yet. I'll lock my... Okay, so let's just make it 0.6 again. So now you can see, since a message will store this number even when the patcher's saved, then when it opens, it comes back to be this size. Now, we've made this zoom factor and made this smaller, but I want to show you something when I unlock my patcher. The B patcher is enormous now. So we can shrink that down smaller, like so. And we can also put it in presentation mode. And all of this stuff is probably not in presentation mode. Maybe we'll start sort of arranging this thing the way we imagine it. So now we have this, whoops. Oh, I hate that. That's the line that shows you kind of where the edges of your patcher are. So there we go. Imagining that our TV is going to be sitting here, and it depends on whether you're going to have one or two TVs. I'm going to stick with one TV here. So maybe it's always so hard to decide. I'm going to get myself another F pick and consider what the rest of my project is going to look like here. I know this seems kind of off base, doesn't have much to do with the effect yet, does it? I had something in here, old TV or a console TV. Console TV is what it was. There it is. Let's see what that looks like. It looks very, very nice. There we go. I want to point out that you can actually auto-fit this and scale it to the box, which you'll probably want to do, so that it just gets as big as this box is, for the F pick that is. And then I'm going to hold the Shift key down while I do this so that it stays scaled. And so now I'm going to move these over here, and I'm going to send this to the back, this F pick. Arrange, send it back. And then we'll move it up here to the corner. And I'm now going to say object include in background. So where arrange, include, there it is, include in background. And now we lock the background. And the reason I'm doing that is that now I can't, this is like it's just the back of the box. So we have this little guy here, and now we can slide it around wherever we want it. And now we could say, just for example, we could put either another picture here, though that just seems kind of crazy. Let's pretend this one's down here on the floor too, even though it hardly looks like it is. I don't know. It's an imperfect. I'm going to make this a little bigger, and then increase the zoom until it gets about that big. Whoops, that's a little too big. There we go. Okay, I'm not trying for perfection here. Of course, you are. So now, how are we going to go about making our video effect here? Well, I will show you. I need to I'm going to type the letter J. Whoops, have to unlock my patcher, type letter J. It's a little confusing now that I have this background with a window in it. And then I'm going to type P for P window. And then I can, come on, just do it. There it is. And then I can put this, where would it look best? Right there. And if we wanted to just sort of test things out, you will remember that now we have a video out down here. And we can just hook that to this. And so our effect will occur somewhere in between these two things. So the question is how to find an effect, and I will tell you how I would do it. I would come up here to the Objects icon on the left toolbar, click it open, and whoops, I already have jitter open, so that gives that away. But look, I want to show you something. It's jitter and jitter FX. We have to watch out for things that have an FX in the middle of them. We'll get to that even more, but just remember that I said it, and here we go. So, underneath jitter, there's all these different kinds of devices. Can you imagine how many devices there are? But down here, there are special effects. And we have some nice effects like Jit Amoeba. Jit Bercosa we already did. It's kind of a utilitarian thing, but you can't do it because what? Because we already did it in class. So we have Jit Eclipse, Jit Fluoride, lots of fun there. Jit Hatch and Jit Tiffany are kind of boring, so I'm going to say maybe not. But you can try these out, drag them out here, and open their help file and see if that seems like a fun effect for you. You can also look around in other places, and I only say that because, like, sometimes you'll see, like, for example, Jit Rotation. If you wanted to do something exciting with rotation, there it is. Or where is it? Blur Sharpen, right? So you've got like Jit Brass, which is a way of embossing. Jit Wake, they're talking about sort of like a boat wake kind of thing, but a pixelated one. So lots of different things. Just pull them out, look at the help file, see if that's the thing for you. I wonder if there's anything else in here. Oh, compositing. There's chroma key. We already did it. You can't do it again. X-fade. We already did it. You can't do it again. But there's luma key and shade and key screen. I don't know what they are. Maybe check them out. Okay. So I'll come back to this. I want to show you something about jitter FX. Look at all of the jitter effects. They have the letters FX in the middle of them. And that means that they are for use in it's called a GL environment, which is a three-dimensional viewing space. We will get to the JIT GL environment, but we are not there now, and we don't have a JIT world to view it in. So you can't use something if it has FX in the middle of it. Okay, so no looking for the FX. So coming back, I'll very quickly point out though that among the FX, there it is, JIT Amoeba, but it has an FX in it. Same effect, but for the JIT GL world that we can't do right now. That's for a different sort of method. Okay, so I'm going to try out, I will try out JIT Brass, and so I'll just pull that right out here, plunk it down on the screen, and then I'm going to grab it and shift click it right into there. I'm holding shift down while I drag it, and it goes right in there, like so. And then I'm going to open it up a little bit just so it's bigger, and then let's see exactly how it works. We'll push the Option key and click on it, and up it pops. So we have, let's try to get something that we can see a little better than that. Some dishes. And we'll have them go forward and backward and go ahead and play. Oh, great. My poor machine. There it goes. So you may or may not be able to see the dishes here, but you can... Oh boy. Poor computer. It is, you can increase the embossing here by prepending things with a mask. Do you see how that does that? It's increasing like the red embossing, or the blue embossing, or the green, red, green, blue, alpha, or the alpha embossing. And that'll make it stand up more. And then you can change the tint by adjusting the tint. So there you go. Oh, it's not adjusting it. I think it's just slowed down. It will adjust it. I have faith. Do we have faith? Come on. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a tint. That means alpha. I take it all back. Alpha, red, green, blue, not red, green, blue, alpha. See? It's a lot to keep track of. So we'll turn the red up a little bit. There it goes. That's what I was expecting to see. So we turn the red tint up. If we turn green tint up, we get the yellow in there. And if we turn the blue tint up, it should go back to normal if I turn this up to 9. Quote-unquote normal. There we go. So a little higher contrast version of it. Anyway, so I think we can certainly do this. So it's these are the words we're going to want to use, and this is the mask that we're going to want to use. So what I do in my timeless way of working is that I'm going to grab, I'm going to unlock this patcher. I'm going to grab, I'm going to grab all these things, and I'm going to ungrab this thing because I don't necessarily need it. I could also just delete it when I get there. But and I'm going to add in the A tint just because. That looks good. So I'm going to copy them. I'm going to close this. And this is how we're going to get our multiple parameters here. We're going to paste that down. Whoops. It went all the way up there. And I guess we could just use this JIT brass as easily. I mean, here we have to change 7 cables. Here we only have to change 2. So there's 1. And here's 2. And then we can get rid of that. Hello, we can get rid of that. And now we're ready to go ahead and make this thing work for us. So these are sort of presets here that we get to see, and I think they're probably nice, but I'm going to go ahead and just delete these objects here. And again, nice to know, but we don't need it so much. And then we can take this. This is a multi-slider. It's just a multi-slider divided up into 4. And I think we could just, I'm not sure what the ultimate layout should be, but I do like the fact that this speaker screen kind of gives it a natural look there. And then we could make, so we need these prepend objects, and we'll get to those in a second. But let's get some sliders for this thing that I think we could just, I guess we need an alpha. Okay, here. N slider. We'll make them all the same. They just have to, let's see here. They have to go between, come on over here to your inspector. I believe they were using values down to -2, so I'm going to make the output minimum -2 again, -2.0, and we need to check the float output box, or that will not work so well, because and then make this a range of 4.0. And no output multiplier, and the on color in this case, we are going to make it gray, because this is going to be the alpha, right? Or I guess we could make it white. Either, it's all fine. Whatever, white. There we go. So now we have the kind of slider that we want to use. We can duplicate it and make 4 of them. And then we'll make this one red. Red. We'll make this one green. Green. And we'll make this one blue. Okay. Spiffy. And then looks like they're going to be a whole lot shorter. I guess we could do... I do want them to be vertical, though. Let's go with that. And put these up underneath there. Wow, I almost got it right. And then we'll move this one over a little bit. I could use the arrange thing and space them more correctly, but I think this will look pretty good. Okay, and then we'll need a bunch of prepend objects that say A tint, R tint, G tint, and B tint. We could do prepend, of course, and we could also do messages. We're kind of out of practice with the messages, so let's go ahead and say a message and say A tint string 1, and then another message, R tint string 2, string 1. Sorry, don't get me started. Another message, G tint space string 3. No, string 1. See, it's just you just start thinking a certain way. And then finally B tint string 1. All right. And we hook these up here. That's A, that's R, that's G, and that's B. And then working from the other direction, we can just bring this out and say, hold our shift key down and just say, boom, 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 kapow. Whoops, I did it again. There we go. Okay, let's lock our patchers and make sure this is actually working. Let's see here. We got the... There we go. We can see the picture a little clearer now. Oh yeah, nice. And then we can turn the various... Now, alpha doesn't appear to do much, but let's see what happens when we turn the red up to the middle there, green up to the middle, and blue up to the middle. There you go. You can almost balance it out just using your eyes there and get an almost white. I'm not saying you can get white, but not far off. Anyway, that's pretty exciting looking. And I suppose, yeah, there we go. So anyway, whether or not it's a great effect or not, I leave it up to you, but, sorry, I forgot the obvious part. All of these things, unlock my patcher here. Everything here needs to be in presentation mode. So I'm going to click it into presentation mode, click it out, click it back in. That's just to erase anything that may have already been there. And then we'll lock our patcher. Hello. Lock our patcher and put it in presentation mode. Whoops. Nice. Okay. We have to unlock our background real quick here. You saw what happened. It just disappeared. So let's see. That would be the view. It doesn't want to let me. Oh, because it's locked. Sorry. Unlock the whole thing. And then say view, unlock the background. Then we click on this background and put it in presentation mode also, and then we lock it again. Except, there we go. You can't have stuff selected. And let's go ahead and try that again. We'll put it in presentation mode. Oh, lovely. And then off we go. Oh, hey, wait, stop. We have, of course, we have the presets here on this TV, but we could also put presets here. And look at that nice space for them. Who can resist that? I can't. So let's go ahead and make a new preset. And you know, this time, we'll make our bubble size much bigger. We'll make our stored color brighter. We'll make them yellow because there's no yellow on the TV. Why not? This is just for fun, right? And the empty color, we'll make it dull yellow. Hello. Doo-doo, doo-doo. There we go. And finally, what? We will say blah, blah, blah. Style. There's another style? Oh, another time we'll mess with that. But here's our... So now we have our nice little preset device. We just go here to the outlet, connect this to... I just push my shift key down and connect it to all the things I want to remember. There. Whoops, I did it again. I got that extra thingamajig. And then we can go ahead and place this right up in here. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. Just one more row. There we go. Oh my god, so modern. And I'm just going to make sure that this is, let's get our, this is going to be included in presentation where it is. And I'm going to, let's just put it in presentation mode here for a second. Oops, got to click back here. There it is in presentation. Everything looking good. We can say that this is the position 1, and I'll shift click on that. Whoops, forgot to lock my patcher. And I'll shift click on that, And then we'll turn some stuff up. There we go, a nice pink. A real, boy, that's hard to contend with. You have to be sensitive. But let's say that's number 2. We don't want to belabor the point. I think if you turn these down, they invert so that they're outsies instead of insies, as it were. There we go, and maybe something a little more blue would be fun. Oh, they kind of blow out if you turn them up too much. But there we go, nice dark blue. Alpha does not seem to have that much effect on it, but we'll call that preset number 3. And I'm only going to go for 4 presets here, so how about 1 high, 1 low, 1 high. Whoop, come on. And what happens when you make all these low? I guess they get kind of dull. Oh, I see. Very dull. Yeah, you just can't go down that low. Look, I know they're not the most thrilling presets in the world, but I'm doing what I can. Okay, there it is. Preset 4. They're probably all the same. There's 1. Yeah, they are. 2, 3, and 4. I think I'm going to change 4. Or maybe I had kept all these down so low. Maybe we'll change 4 a different way. What are we missing? Do we not have a green one? We need a nice yellow one. Bright yellow. Oh yeah, that's nice. There we go. That'll be 4. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, now what do we got to do? We got to click in here. We're going to unlock this thing, make sure this thing's ready to open the right way, hit the old patcher inspector, make sure we're scrolling down to the view, and we want to make sure it opens in presentation, and I think we want to get rid of the toolbar on open. So let's unclick that. So definitely open in presentation, you know that, and get rid of the toolbar. But now we're actually going to go and get rid of the toolbar. And now we will... Oh, since I got rid of the toolbar, I can't close this. Well, we'll just get rid of the view sidebar. Where is it? There it is. Get rid of the sidebar. Tighten this thing up to here. It's looking good. Oh, we can make it smaller than that. There we go. Put this over here and make that our initial position. View, define initial position, and then we'll save it. And we'll see what happens when we open it, because you always got to check. Here we go. Open recent. And there it is. Did you see the little delay for the TV there? So cute. Okay, well, we have done it, people. We have made this glorious... Oops, have to click an effect here to get it all... There we go. I liked the yellow one, to tell you the truth. There we go. Nice little yellow thing running there. All right, people, we've done it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this and that making these fabulous effects has been fun for you. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.